What's good, everyone? Today we're looking into one of the most controversial figures in hip-hop history, Suge Knight. Love him or hate him, his name is pretty much legendary in the rap world, and his life has been full of extreme highs and some serious lows. So get ready, because we're going to unpack the milestones of Suge Knight's career, from founding Death Row Records to his disputes, problems with the law, and where he is today. Let's get it. Football, or American football for those outside the US, gave Suge the discipline and physical presence he'd later become known for. But it wasn't long before he found his real calling, music, or more specifically, the business of music. Suge started off as a bodyguard for big names like Bobby Brown, which gave him the connections to transition into the music industry. Now, here's where things really start to get interesting. In 1991, Suge Knight founded Death Row Records alongside Dr. Dre, who had just split from NWA. Suge saw an opportunity and seized it, convincing Dr. Dre to start afresh with him. And it worked. Death Row blew up almost instantly. Dr. Dre's debut album, The Chronic, dropped in 1992, and it was a game changer for West Coast hip-hop. Under Suge's leadership, Death Row Records quickly became a powerhouse, signing artists like Snoop Dogg, The Dogg Pound, and of course, Tupac Shakur. Death Row was at its peak, dominating the charts and shaping the sound of 90s hip-hop. But here's the thing, Suge didn't exactly run his label like a typical music exec. Instead, he had a reputation for using intimidation tactics, and some people even say violence, to get what he wanted. One of the most infamous stories is how he allegedly got Dr. Dre released from his contract with Ruthless Records. The rumor goes that Suge and his crew showed up with baseball bats and made their point. Let's just say, very persuasive. That ruthless approach made him both feared and respected, but it also sowed seeds for a lot of drama later on. A lot of people around him started to feel like his methods were very extreme. One of the biggest moves Suge's ever made was bailing out Tupac out of prison in 1995 in exchange for a contract with Death Row Records. Tupac was facing serious charges at the time and was stuck behind bars, so Suge swooped in and paid his $1.4 million bail. In return, Pac signed to Death Row Records, and the rest was history. Tupac's All Eyes on Me was the first double album in rap history and became one of the highest selling rap records of all time. Tupac's partnership with Suge and Death Row was massive for both of their careers, but it also marked the beginning of the infamous East Coast vs West Coast beef. Speaking of which, the East Coast vs West Coast feud was one of the ugliest moments in hip-hop history, and Suge was right in the middle of it. It all really escalated after Suge took a shot at Sean Puffy Combs at the 1995 Source Awards. I'm sure many of you have seen this clip, but Suge gets on stage and says something like, "If you don't want your executive producer dancing all in your videos, come to Death Row." A clear shot at Diddy.
And one other thing I'd like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing, come to Death Row.
That clear shot at Diddy intensified the already brewing tension between Death Row and Bad Boy Records. From there, things spiraled. Tupac and Biggie, two of the greatest rappers ever, ended up getting caught in crossfire, and we all know how that ended. In 1996, Tupac was tragically killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, just months after releasing All Eyes on Me. Many people have speculated over the years about Suge's involvement or knowledge of the incident, but no concrete evidence has ever emerged. It remains one of the biggest mysteries in music and hip-hop history. After Tupac's death, things started to go downhill for Suge and Death Row. In 1996, Suge was sentenced to 9 years in prison for violating probation. He'd be caught on camera kicking a man during a fight at the MGM Grand right before the shooting that killed Tupac. With Suge behind bars, Death Row lost its direction. Dr. Dre had already left the label due to tensions with Suge, and artists like Snoop Dogg also jumped ship. By the early 2000s, Death Row had filed for bankruptcy, and his glory days were well and truly over. Unfortunately for Suge, his legal troubles didn't end there. He's been in and out of prison over the years for various charges, including assault, drug possession, and parole violations. But one of the biggest incidents happened in 2015, when Suge was involved in a hit and run that left one man dead and another injured during the filming of the movie Straight Outta Compton. That hit and run was a major turning point. Suge claimed he was acting in self-defense, but in 2018, he pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 28 years in prison. As of right now, he's still serving time in California. So where's Suge now? Well, he's still behind bars, as I mentioned earlier, and it looks like he's not going to be getting out for a long time. But but even from prison, his legacy in hip-hop is undeniable. He played a massive role in shaping West Coast rap and bringing artists like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac to the world. And sure, his methods were controversial and a lot of people were hurt along the way, but Suge Knight's impact on hip-hop is a huge part of why the genre exploded in the 90s. Whether you see him as a villain or just a man who did what he had to do in a ruthless, cutthroat business, Suge's influence can't be ignored. Alright everyone, that's a wrap on Suge Knight. What do you think? Do you see him as a visionary, or is his legacy just too messy to celebrate? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into hip-hop history. Until next time, stay tuned, keep vibing, and as always, peace.